Hello, everybody. Okay, before we start talking about this amazing movie that is called the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, which is a long name, I'm aware, but it's a freaking amazing film, so, that's totally fine. Nobody cares about having to remember a long name. If the movie is amazing, then everybody will just do it. Which this movie we certainly will, because this movie is freaking incredible. But we will talk about this in a second. What I first wanted to talk to you about is my podcast setup, because I talk to so many people who are so scared to start something they want to do, they would love to do. And what I want to say is that it really doesn't take a lot. You don't need a lot of stuff to start. You just need to kind of start, and then you just go from there. And that means that when you start and you don't make like a big thing out of starting, like if it's not a big deal to start, then you can just kind of mess up along the way. Do you know what I mean? Like right now, I'm sitting at my desk, at which I also study and work, and I have this lamp, like this power by the sun kind of lamp, and in its box on the side. And then I have a box of tissue standing up, and I built that up so that my phone can be on top of that, laying down, so that I can speak directly into my phone as the microphone. That's what I'm speaking into. There's no fancy microphone, there's nothing fancy about this. I'm just speaking into my phone, like I'm calling with you. Which just basically feels like a one-sided call, where sometimes I'm like, wow, I really talk a lot when I when I think about this. But yeah, that is my setup, and I wanted to say this because for there have been so many ideas that I'm like, oh, this is so cool to do, and kind like over the last couple of years, more and more, but mostly over the last year, it's come to my head. It's gotten into my head like, okay, well, why couldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you just start and try? And hey, if you fail, that's fine. Then you just quit and you do something else. Here's the thing. Stopping with something you don't like to do is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you fail, it just means that it's not for you. That's not a bad thing. And that, I think, is the thing that people sometimes forget. It's like, hey, you can try a lot of things. That also means that a lot of things won't work for you. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing when certain things don't work for you. Doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you a quitter, just makes you smart to stop with the things you don't want to do. Like, don't do the things you hate forever, because it will make you miserable. It's not how it works. So, that's a bit I wanted to share on making a podcast. Just start. If you want to make a podcast about anything, just start. If you want to make make a short video, make an Instagram account about anything, about something, no matter what it is, just start. Just try it. And if it's not